ReefDudes is sponsored by Ecotech Marine and Bulk Reef Supply. Today I'm super stoked because the new tank has finally arrived. Alright guys, I am super excited because the new tank has finally arrived. I've heard so many good things about the Nyos tanks, and I'm really excited to check out this fine piece of German design. And yeah, all the Nyos stuff I had has always been awesome, so I'm assuming we probably got the tank and sump in the wooden crate. The boxes are likely the stand. But yeah, it all arrived safe and sound from what I can tell. So let's get this baby unboxed and start assembling it. Easy, you open it, we got cardboard inside. Probably a good thing though to protect it. Oh, I think I have to fully pop it apart to be able to see it. Ooh, there we go. Not gonna lie, this came off surprisingly easy. That is super convenient. Some of the ones I've had, I've been fighting with it for like an hour to get it open. Ooh, almost there. Oh yeah, she's a beauty, all right. That is one beautiful tank. Now, of course, Nyos does not disappoint. We got all polished edges. We got our clear silicone in there. Super pristine looking glass. So pretty stoked for this guy. Everything came packaged nicely. Look inside the tank, got foam kind of spacing it all out. We have our sump, which is packaged inside. We have an external overflow, which is kind of nice to maximize the interior space of the tank. Looks like we got our ATO container. We have all of our plumbing, which is kind of all wrapped up in protective stuff. Make sure no scratches. Everything is pre-glued together, so it should make for a pretty dang easy install. But before we get this into the house, we need to build the stand, so let's get to building.
Lightning strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and
Now the stand is mostly built, and I will say this thing is extremely solid. You definitely want a helper once you're actually moving this baby. And this is the Pro line, and if you take a look at it, look how chunky the sides are. I freaking think this looks really cool. The tank will be inset, so you won't actually see that little bit of a sound line. You know, if you look at the water box, you kind of see how you can see a little bit of the gunkiness of the sound line, so that will mostly be hidden, so they'll probably give a cool look. These are the doors. Look how thick these are. These things are crazy heavy. Definitely very solid. Now a couple cool features I've seen on this one. You know, supposedly like really awesome soft close hinges that are adjustable many different ways to get that perfect alignment. I still have to install it, but there is some kind of waterproof sealing that you can put around the bottom of the sump area. That way if there's any leaks or anything, it would be fully contained, which is pretty cool. So some nice, real nice features that I haven't seen on tank stands before. Now I still got to install the little back plate and a couple things, but I'm going to wait till the glass is actually on it. So I am super excited to get this moved in, but first I'm going to have to move out the other tank. Mini elephant in the room still is I still have to finish dealing with this. Now obviously I took out most of the rock. I pre-built the aquascape, which you guys would have seen in a prior video, and it has been cycling for probably close to a month now. And probably every 4 or 5 days I add in a big squirt of Dr. Tim's and a bit of ammonia to kind of help feed it. Now I am still debating if I let any of this coral move in, or if I just sell it all off and start completely fresh. Part of me debates, you know, I mean, I'm gonna keep this rock because I think it's awesome. Even the hammers and some of the frog spawn and stuff, it's like, or the octo spawn, do I put that in just to have some coral and life in the tank from day one? Or 100% vanilla fresh, only add new pristine cherry pick stuff? That's kind of what I'm back and forth at right now. But I think for the most part, I'm going to clear out most of this stuff. But yeah, a few choice pieces, right? Is it worth getting that biome to help cycle the tank? You know, that's kind of one of the bigger factors of considerations with it. Again, most of the fish should be safe to transfer right away. I did buy a couple bags of live sand that I will move in, and I will reuse some of the sand, not all of it. I may use a chunk of it as is live to bring in some of the beneficial bacteria, and then the rest of it I might clean, then just add more if required afterwards. But we'll see. That's still the one part I've been a bit debating. And yeah, so that's my one mini elephant in the room, is just finishing clearing this out so I can physically move it and then move the new one in. Now the other thing that I need to figure out is I have an M1 and an M2 in here. Both of them have stuff glued to the fittings. So in order to reuse the pump, I need a brand new coupler. I guess you call it the bulkhead or the coupler for the top of either one. So I gotta do some digging, see what I can find. But I need one of those two, and then I can reuse the pump and get everything dialed up. So I think that's the only other piece I need to source. I also do have one XR30, so I'm thinking about swapping the 15s and just doing two 30s on the new tank, just to keep it kind of more minimalistic and super clean. So again, could be two 30s or, you know, 3 to 4 15s, but I think the less stuff on it, I'm trying to kind of keep this one more minimal. But yeah, so it's super close to moving over for the transition, which is super exciting because we are close. We are very close. Got to source another radio and tank mount, a coupler, and a few other little parts, and then we should be ready to, you know, reuse stuff and get those couple additions and do the final transfer. You know, the tank has landed. It is sitting in my driveway. I got to lug it in. You know, the stand is built minus the doors. I'll probably put those on after just because they're freaking heavy. But super solid, really stoked for it. Now I did get a wicked deal on the tank, so shout out to Nyos, definitely do appreciate that, and really excited to see this build come together. A few other little decisions, like do I move in some coral temporarily? Part of my thoughts too is, you know, if I move in some hammers and some of the other stuff, is it going to bring in some good biome into the tank and kind of kickstart the process? Or do I just kind of be vanilla fresh and start from scratch and only add in cherry pick specific things? We'll see, kind of back and forth on that one. But we're close. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this, be sure to hit the like button. You got any kind of suggestions, stuff that you would consider or do, let me know. Otherwise, make sure you guys subscribe and follow along, because there's going to be lots of awesome updates to this progression. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Cheers.